Armenians here in the valley are being forced to flee their homes. Some have even been killed. The situation is tense, with al-Qaeda forces rushing in last week, giving families no choice but to run for their lives, leaving everything behind. The attacks come on the heels of a 100-year anniversary of the Ottoman Turks killing as many as 1.5 million Armenians in 1915. That anniversary, of course, coming up next year. It was that genocide that brought so many to the Central Valley. KC24's Joey Horta live from Fresno's Armenian town, where the community is trying to draw attention to these recent terrorist acts. Joey.
Stephanie, an emotional gathering here today at the Armenian Community Center, and they say that their relatives in Syria are being targeted because of their religion. Syrian rebels shoot their way into northern towns along Syria's coast. Online video shows the province of Latakia under siege. The Valley Armenian community is horrified.
Personally, I have two sisters, about 80 nieces and nephews. They're all gone.
People who call Fresno home say their relatives were forced to flee from the coastal resort town of Kesab by al-Qaeda forces.
My cousin was telling me if we would have turned back just to grab a few items, we would have been dead.
Communities burned to the ground, tanks moving in. Many now fear dead. Others lucky to escape with their lives, something their ancestors have dealt with before.
A lot of those people had to flee the area and had immigrated and live in the San Joaquin Valley, in Fresno in particular, because they are involved in agriculture here.
They're now demanding swift action from President Obama to stop the violent attacks.
If the United States is the big brother to the world, they need to put NATO partnerships aside, and they need to be able to provide assistance and put ends to all these useless wars.
Their biggest fears, genocide and an eviction from the place these Christians have called home for centuries. Now, many of the families we spoke to say they are in contact with their relatives over in Syria right now. They're very worried, though, about what could happen if the situation does not change very soon.